US Staffing used to be one of the biggest job provider for graduates in India. It still is, but not as it was up to 2021. Things started to slow down since 2021. Otherwise, earlier, if you put your resume as a US IT recruiter, then you will get at least 20 calls in a day. So that's how it used to happen, but it's not happening right now that way. So what happened? So let me give you a background. Okay. Up to 2018, there were many companies who work with direct client model. Okay. Then there are second companies who work with implementation partners like companies such as TCS, HCL, Tech Mahindra, Accenture, Deloitte, Cognizant, Capgemini, these kind of companies. In third model, there are companies who work on tier one, like companies who work with direct client companies. So they work with prime vendors. And that model significantly increases after 2018 because if you are going to work with implementation partners, those consulting companies mainly originated from India, then you have to have a lot of things like $1 million insurance to ensure that if a candidate is getting placed through you, then you are going to pay him, right? You are not going to just file bankruptcy and run away with consultant money because if TCS is working through you and you have employees contracted through you working for TCS and you did not pay them, then it will be bad luck for TCS, right? Because they were working for you, working with you, and people can blame them for working with bogus company who are scamming people. So that's why implementation partner use rigorous rule to ensure that when they are signing with companies, they are good, they are stable, and they can provide for their consultant. They won't run away. Then there is prime vendors, tier one companies. This company they don't have to do much. They all they have to do is to have a office in a registered office in USA. The company is registered in USA, and that's it. So they have somebody who is in USA who has relationships, so that they handle the things for them. And majority of the operation, the main operation is always in the India, right? So they get requirements from direct clients, they serve them, and this business model is even better than implementation partner. Only thing is implementation partner number is really huge. If you have good relationship, you can make around 100 POs a day. So that's the only different thing. Still, if you are closing 30-40 closures in a day, that's a huge number. Even though if it is at a margin of $5, then $150 a month for 30 closers, uh, and if you multiply it with 8 and 20, it would be around 1200 $24,000. That's huge amount of money. So you get it. So that increased exponentially. Like suppose that the tier 1 companies were 1000 in 2018, so it increased up to 10,000 companies. So it required huge amount of recruiters and they were not available in the market. So what happened, like experienced recruiters, somebody decided, okay, why not provide fake training and introduce candidates into the market with fake experience. So it started to happen, and I think more than 1 lakh recruiters were introduced into the market with fake experience, and they are working. It's going well for them. They were given different level of experience from 1 year of experience to 2 years of experience, like that. Because if you are giving somebody like 3 years of experience, then interview could be difficult for them. If 1 years of experience, then account managers they don't expect much from a recruiter who has 1 year of experience. it has both positive side and negative side, but looking at somebody's livelihood, then it was positive side. Somebody who was working and making 10,000 rupees as a recruiter, they got into the industry with 1 year of experience. They paid 20,000 for training, and those guys are making around minimum 3 lakhs per annum. So that's a huge deal. So the influx of fake candidates with fake experience in the market, minimum 1 lakh. So and I'm only considering the number as a minimum. It could be as high as 5 lakh. So the influx of those candidates, it it flattened the salary curve. Earlier, if somebody, suppose that the fake experienced candidate were not available, then new companies, if they were hiring real experienced recruiter who has real experience, then they had to pay really high salary, and salary used to be really high in US staffing market. So availability of candidate with fake experience, it flattened the salary curve, because the companies were having the candidate available really easily, and so they didn't have to pay really high. And those candidate with fake experience, they were not demanding like 5 lakh per month salary or per annum salary or 4 annum. They were asking for salaries which are high for them, but not high coming to the industry standards. So that led to reduce the demand of US staffing recruiters in US staffing market, and that's how it went. And I'll make further video to explain more. So if you liked it, please subscribe, and we'll stay in touch. And till then, be well in the world.